Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. We have just resurrected this rock monster thing, and we're about to figure out what's going on with it. Okay,
That was
we are
opening
live.
up the um Ish not Ishgard.
Huh?
The it was that was the thing I was doing, not here. I don't think.
The Doman Enclave.
Yeah. No. You wait. No, it's the other. No, it is the Doman Enclave. Yes, it is the Doman Enclave. I'm totally
But
confused.
you do the quest in Revenant's Toll.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I was doing. That's not anything on this.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
I'm talking about the movie.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I remember there being a bunch of. Oh, maybe those guys were the. Anyway.
Well, that's an interesting quest splash.
Yeah.
It's been years since I've seen a Talos in such fine shape. Would that Agna were here to see it too, or our son. I was ready to let her dreams die down there in the mines, even after you'd found the Leonine. I refused to believe it could work. Gods, what a fool I was. But I tell you now, I'm going to take good care of this Talos, for both their sakes. On behalf of my family and all the miners of Twine. Thank you. Well, enough chitter chatter. Let's get you to Nabatha-Rang, eh? Everything seems to be in order. I take it the Talos' presence resolves the issue with the gate. Oh that. Yes. It's designed to open at a Talos' approach. And we can finally go to Nabatha-Rang. We certainly can. All that remains is a final check of the control box over at the mines. You hear that, boys? Get the Talos over to the mines, and keep a close eye on it around the curves, understood? Yes, sir. Let us repair to the mines, then. I don't think I've ever heard that word used that way before.
Yeah.
Either.
Before we go, while you were away, I prepared an extra set of cartridges for you. And this one. It's the practice cartridge you gave me. I know I should have thrown it away ages ago, but I've been adding a little extra to it every day. After so many charges, I'm honestly not sure what it'll do, but I wanted you to have it, for luck. Benfilia, we should hurry. Magnus and the others are probably wondering where we are. I don't know what that mount was, but I want it. Oh, I guess it's one of the other Stormblood wolves. Okay.
That's a pink one of that. Which I can make the chocobo that looks like that.
So this is it. We're finally going to Nabatha Rang. I thought long and hard about what to say to her. To the real Minfilia. I hoped when the time came, I would know. But with every step we take, I feel more uncertain. That's no reason to give up, though. Not when we have so much at stake. Thank you, all of you, for helping me get here. Now, let's not keep Magnus waiting. Looks like it's a break party moment. Something tells me we're escorting a cart. There you are. So what do you think? A little primitive looking, I'll admit, but Daedalus Stoneworks has always favored a simple, intuitive design, and the philosophy has served us well enough. Much of the trolley network uses single tracks, making it easy for the Talos to navigate them as needed. And plotting a route is so simple, even we can do it, which makes for fewer accidents in transit. Speaking of which, are you ready to board? Alright then, watch your step.
Urianger?
Thou must needs carry on without me. The path to Nabatha Rang lieth open. Whilst thou travellest thither to the south, I would apprise Mistress Alize and the others of our progress. As circumstances permit, I will thereafter rejoin the hunt for the remaining Light Wardens.
Magnus, will the gate close immediately after the trolley passes through?
No, it will stay open until someone closes it manually. Built that way to prevent any untimely accidents.
Then you and the others can meet us in Nabatha Rang, after giving the Ilmorans the slip.
Urianger. Thank you for everything.
Remember, thou needst but have faith.
If you've finished with your goodbyes, I suggest you grab hold of something. Be a shame if you took a tumble. The tracks beyond the gate aren't in the best of shape, so the trolley can only go as far as Malik. Godspeed!
Ah, that must be the gate. Well, so far so good. Wait, is that Ranjit? Ugh. You're a stubborn old swine, aren't you?
One who has mastered Gukumots fears not the blackest pit or the fieriest hell. Your deeds in the east did not go unnoticed. Long have I lain in wait, and sure enough, you did not disappoint. Had you only sworn fealty to Lord Vorthry, you'd have no cause to skulk about like frightened animals. You will remain as you are, while I dispatch these villains.
No, I won't. I won't let you.
You forget to whom you speak. Who armed you, trained you, fought and killed 1,000 sin-eaters with you? And when you were inevitably cut down and lay lifeless in my arms, who sought out your successor to carry on the futile struggle again and again? We seek to bring peace to what is left of this shattered land, while these mad fools would only bring further chaos down upon us. Do not be deceived, child. Only by Lord Vorthry's hand will this dying world know a sliver of salvation.
I don't know about the world, but I never asked to be saved. However much it hurts, and however hard it gets. It's my life, and I want to live it on my own terms! And those mad fools you want me to abandon, the ones I've traveled with, fought with, and may one day die with, they feel the same. So no, I will not be deceived, no matter what you say. I refuse to believe it's all for nothing. They're everything to me. All I have, and all I need. And I would gladly do anything for them. Let us pass, or kill me. I'm not leaving here without them.
How dare you! Very well. If you would cast your lot with villains, then you shall share their fate.
I heard what you said, and I'm sorry for all the things I've left unspoken. You have to go, now!
Thancred, no!
Go! Do what you came here to do. I'll not have you waste that newfound resolve on me. I leave her in your hands. Hurry! Not another step. Your fight is with me.
You think yourself her protector? Ha! As if a whelp like you could be a better father to her than me!
Come on!
This is going well. Vanity! Beast of my blood, answer my call! Rend my foes and ward their blows! When will you learn? Die! Not good. And you presume to be her protector? Pathetic! No quarter!
I don't have a button that is perfect deception.
It's the special button that's set off by itself.
It didn't show up. That's twice it didn't show up. I gotta check my HUD layout.
Alright.
Fall! Fools to a man! Fall! You would have her suffer and die. I would spare her that fate. That is not for you or anyone else to decide ever again. Not a single day goes by that I don't think about all that you have given me. Countless memories and moments I took for granted. Gods, you grew up so fast. But you had to, didn't you? For those you had lost. For those you could yet save. A world teetering on the very brink of oblivion, for which you gave your everything, without hesitation. Your kindness, your compassion, your love, then and now. One last time, with a little help. I'm so proud to have been a part of your life. Oh, Minfilia.
It's the duty action button in your HUD.
Yeah, I found it. It was behind my roleplay where Thancred is.
Gotcha.
I just want to know what the hell is up with all those stuns. I mean, for hell's sakes.
Talk about there toward the end.
Yeah, I mean, it was story, but shit. It was pissing me off. And quite a few times I was hitting the, oh shit, heal me potion.
Yeah, I was almost using it on cooldown.
Yeah. That's about what I was. Right when it was cooled down, I just like got to get that buff up. Got to get that extra life.
Oh my good hell.
That's not a good sound.
It just took for freaking ever.
Ah. It's a long fight.
Yes.
AFK minute. How badly do you want that pet, Zora?
Oh, the one the guy has.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the I've been inside the thing, and there's a lot to do to get it right.
Yeah, basically you have to do, I think, the entire Stormblood raid series.
I'm for it. If everybody else wants to.
Might have to wait until we're in Endwalker content, but we'll see.
Back.
Welcome back. That was a needlessly long fight, wasn't it, Emo?
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
This is the place. This is where she stopped the flood. The last time I was here, when I felt her presence overwhelming me, I tried to pretend it wasn't happening, to just turn away. But I can't turn away now. Not this time. For Thancred and the others, I have to face her. In the event that you leave the area, speak with the apprentice engineer at Twine and Amarang to return to Nabatharang. I don't intend to do that, but okay. I can sense her presence, albeit faintly. Come on, let's look over by the crystal wall. Sometimes the game implies that it's a short walk somewhere, and then you see it's much longer than that.
Very true.
And also, if you see me run into some walls, I was an idiot and haven't charged my mouse in like 2 weeks. So it has just informed me that it's low on battery, so I've plugged it in. But that makes it a little hard to move.
Okay.
Which you already witnessed when I drove into the plant just a minute ago. But
Is this...
Run for your lives! It's the flood! The flood!
Look! There's somebody up there! On top of the palace!
No, stand back. We shall stay the flood.
But this is what I want! It's my sacrifice to make!
Your time has not yet come. When all hangs in the balance, you must give them hope.
Minfilia!
Ours is a meeting long overdue. Full glad am I that we may finally speak. My dear, sweet child. Yours is a burden none should ever be forced to bear. Such pain and suffering you have endured. Yet still you came. For this and more, I thank you.
I've lost count of the times I've almost given up. If people hadn't helped me every step of the way, I never would have made it.
Yet here you stand, resolved. Now, tell me your heart's desire.
To defeat the Sin Eaters, and bring this world back from the brink. The remaining Wardens have hidden themselves from us. But with the power of the Oracle, I thought we might be able to find them.
Indeed you could. Their radiance would be unmistakable. But know, my child, that the power you seek will come at a price. We stand now at the crossroads. A decision must be made. 'Tis only natural to be afraid, to hesitate. But for your many trials, you have grown stronger and wiser. And with the love and support of those you hold dear, you have grown to love yourself.
The flood has washed away so much of this world. So many people and places and possibilities, and all the heroes who fought to protect them. Yet here the Scions are, trying so hard to help those few of us who remain, and seeing how tirelessly they work, how completely committed they are to the cause. I can't help but believe. But I want to do more than just watch and cheer. I want to make a difference. I want to help them like they helped me, and maybe even inspire others to do the same. Coming together, providing for one another. That's the only way forward I can see. Since all of our heroes are gone, we'll just have to make heroes of ourselves.
"'Tis a beautiful, wonderful dream. One we share, though my power was all but spent in staying the flood. I prayed this final act would give hope to those who survived. That self-same hope lives on in you. It gives me comfort to know that the future is in capable hands. If ever you should falter, remember this. No one, however powerful, is immune to the whisperings of doubt and despair. Do not give in to them. But do not deny them either. Look instead to the light within, that you may continue to serve as a beacon to others.
Thank you, Minfilia, for believing in us, for believing in me.
Dearest friend, no words can express my gratitude to you for keeping her safe in these tumultuous times. You are a hero to us both. But not even the most valiant heroes can stand alone. Only together may you change the fate of two worlds.
Is it a trick of the light, or did Minfilia turn her into a redhead?
That's what I was thinking.
Oh, yeah.
Also, what she said to the Warrior of Darkness, isn't that the same thing the Oracle of Light said to us when we arrived on the first?
Mm-hmm.
What happened? What happened? I remember speaking with Minfilia, and then... Something wrong? I'm gonna mention the eyes. A parting gift, I think. Until now, I've walked the path she set before me. The path she set before all the Minfilias. But she's given me a new path, a new life, that I can call my own. Even though she's gone, I could still feel her, warm and calm and gentle. I could feel the beating heart of the world. The light swells within it. And the Light Wardens. There's one here in Amarang. Let's hurry back, the others need to know. You don't think Thancred will be angry with me, do you? Option 1 for me. I'd like to think so too, but... Would you mind going on ahead? I'll be right behind you, I promise. No, we shouldn't do that. But... Game not gonna give option, okay?
Exactly. Goes right with all those forced pauses.
Well, I mean, all those stuns in that fight were because Thancred was out of juice. Every time he used the invisibility, it was draining his life.
Yeah, I had to do it 4 times. What about you guys?
Hmm?
How many times did you have to go invisible in order to kill him?
I think
Or
it's
to make him go away?
I think it's a set number.
Yeah. Bastard broke our robot. Oh. Did they pick? No, wait, that's the broken one. Other broken one.
Well, Thancred's alive. That's good. It has flowers growing out of its head.
Yeah.
Ah, there you are. We were worried.
Really? He wasn't the one that nearly got himself killed. It's a good thing Urianger called on us when he did. You were at death's door when we found you.
But thanks to your timely ministrations, I was not obliged to walk through it.
Minfilia?
You saw her.
I know I haven't exactly been pulling my weight up till now, but that's all going to change, starting today. I'll do whatever it takes to make Minfilia's dream a reality. I can track the Light Wardens now, maybe even help you fight them.
I'm glad you're back.
You don't have to say that, you know.
But I want to. Your family. How else would I feel?
She will need a name.
A name?
A name of her own. I would not have her walk in the shadow of another any longer. And I think it a fitting tribute to our departed friend, too. At the mention of Minfilia, I would remember the woman who preserved our fellowship when all seemed lost.
Do you remember what you were called before you were taken to Yulmore?
I'm sorry, I don't. I couldn't have been very old when it happened.
Then we must think of a new name. Suggestions?
If the lady herself has no preference, I think the honor should rightly fall to Thancred. After all they have been through together, he's practically a father to her.
Well spotted. I'm so glad you're here to explain these things.
Yeah, just don't make me do it.
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
Oh, nothing.
What about Reen? Ah, blessing in Fae. Wait, doth this mean thou wert listening when I delivered my lectures on the pixies?
Not exactly, but that one word made an impression. Of course, if it's not to your liking, I can think of something else.
Reen. Yes, I rather like the sound of it. Thank you.
That settles it then. Welcome aboard, Reen.
I won't let you down.
Okay, that made me a little emotional.
I may or may not have laughed out loud when Urianger asked if Thancred had actually been paying attention.
Yeah, that was funny.
Good.
One thing I forgot to mention, after the two Menphilius cutscene, one thing I couldn't help but notice was Menphilia's footsteps. Her bare feet making the sounds of heels on stone.
Oh, I missed it.
I missed that.
And just for the record, I'm glad she has normal eyes now. The eyes before were just creepy.
Yeah.
They work on a Lalafell, but
Yeah.
I was gonna say I didn't think they were bad.
I honestly don't know how to repay you for all you've done, but I promise to do whatever I can to help. Are you certain you're up to fighting so soon? I can't imagine the power of the Oracle is something one learns to wield in the space of a few hours. Maybe not, but the presence of the Light Wardens is unmistakable to me now. In fact, I sense one here in Amareng, to the west. I think it might be hiding underground. Underground? And it's as we suspected. We thought it prudent to take a brief survey of the area prior to your arrival. To the west, we found the remains of a site known as Malika's Well. If I recall correctly, the well was built in remembrance of one of the ancient kings of Nabatha-Rang, to serve as a source of respite from the desert's heat. It fell into disuse after the flood, whereupon the miners of Amareng thought to turn part of it into an excavation site. Judging by its size, the underground waterways are no doubt extensive, the perfect hiding place for a warden. Ryan, are you certain you can track it down? Leave it to me. Then it's settled. We make for Malika's Well.
She's AFK for a second.
Before we head over there and do that, I guess we should pick up the last Aether Current that isn't the one that comes from this quest. Assuming, of course, we can get back through this gate.
Well, we just need to talk to that one guy, remember? Or whatever worker.
Yeah, I would have preferred if it hadn't sent us all the way back to town, because the place we need to get to is just on the other side of the gate. But where'd that title come from, KJ?
I'm not sure.
It'll
I'm gonna
tell
look.
you in the title list, yeah.
Hold on, look.
What about yours, Emo, too?
I will look.
It comes from Journey to the Past quests.
It's from a quest Forever Young.
Alright.
I don't remember which one that was.
Well, this game throws titles at you like crazy, so half the time I don't even notice when we get a new one.
I just got it today at some point when I was doing stuff, and so I should have remembered, but I don't.
Oh, mine might have actually been from hit 90 Weaver or becoming a specialist also in the weaving and stuff. So I don't know.
I would say the specialist is probably more likely, just from what it's called.
Yeah. See. Yeah.
Sorry, I pulled more.
Oh, I'm glad that's over. How am I supposed to concentrate on my work with all these creatures disturbing me? You certainly know how to handle yourself, though. That fiend never stood a chance. But I dread to think what would have happened if you hadn't shown up. Hopefully nothing else will try to get between me and my dream. Many thanks, my friend. And KJ, yours comes from one of the MSQs we did last week. So we should all have that one. And Emo's comes from attaining rank 7 reputation with the Dream Spinners. Whoever that is.
Oh, the snake ladies.
Ah.
Oh, so I should have it.
I should have it too.
It's at the very bottom of the list of, at least on my titles list, it's the very bottom one.
I mean, I got Snake in the Grass, but What was it called?
The title?
Yeah.
Sweet Dreamers?
Oh, Sweet Dreamers. Okay. Yeah, I don't have it.
Alright, the map says the gatekeeper's over by the door itself. So, let's see if the map lies.
I'd hate to say this, but maps always lie.
Oh, I'm like.
But it looks like it's down.
Weird.
What was that?
I'm bloodsworn with the snake, the dream spinners, but I'm 6 out of 7, so weird.
That is not a gatekeeper. Alright, scrolling back up to see where it said what to do. Alright, we're looking for the apprentice engineer. And he's right here.
So they take you here, and then you can leave from here again.
Yep. Or soon, we can just fly over the mountains and not worry about it.
Yeah.
Wait, where was he?
Under
What?
the tent.
It says trolley operator, apprentice engineer.
Oh, over here.
And if nothing else, this is giving more time for my mouse to charge. It's here. I could taste its ether on the wind. Then we finally found our mark. Let's put an end to this and return the night sky to Amarang. Alright, the mouse charges pretty fast, so that should be enough. For now, at least. I'll be sure to charge it fully overnight tonight.
Underground city and all.
Alright. Falling Rocks. Every attack that involves the greater armadillo slamming the ground will cause 2 sets of 4 circle AoEs to appear in random locations in the arena. Stone Flail is his tank buster. Head Toss is a stack marker on a random player. Right Round is untelegraphed melee ranged AoE that deals minor damage and knocks players back. Flail Smash is a proximity marker in the center of the arena, followed by a ring attack along the outside of the arena. So you'll want to run away from him and then run back toward him. Or, well, run away from the center and then run toward the center. And Pack Armadillos. A short time after each Flail Smash, 2 Pack Armadillo ads will spawn. Mechanics repeat until the boss is dead. Run to the outside. Run to the center.
Sorry, I got it backwards.
No problem. Run out. Run in. Run out. Not too bad.
Not too bad.
Well, I was going to go look out the window, but they're not going to let me.
Rude.
Indeed. Almost didn't see that chest.
Yeah, it was.
Nah, it's just KJ stuff.
Yeah, it's not better. I will agree. Oh, I still got it. I have a feeling more of my life should have been taken than that.
More than 0.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
just a little bit.
Alright. Efface is its tank buster. Wellbore is a large circle AoE in the center of the arena, followed by 4 smaller circles appearing. The smaller circles will persist as geysers for a short time. High Pressure is minor damage and strong knockback on all players. And Swift Spill is rotating cone attack from the center of the arena. I didn't even notice you go down in that fight, KJ.
Yeah, I'm not that far off the ground, so you can't really tell if you're a ways away.
When he lays down.
I play with that damn emoji of dying, you know. It's half the time you don't know if I really do or don't.
A Lalafell, what cried wolf?
Yes.
That's right. AJ, quit messing around.
Well, that's a weird looking one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lord of Greed. Big coin on its head. Oh no, storage.
The big coin is its head.
Yeah.
That's actually its entire body, actually. Alright. Intestinal Crank is a moderate damage on all players. Heretic's Fork is 4 line AoEs in the cardinal directions centered on him. Breaking Wheel is a room-wide AoE with the only safe spot being inside his hitbox. Crystal Nail is 4 circle AoEs in the cardinal directions from the boss that leave behind untargetable Raspotic Nail adds. And Censure. The Raspotic Nails and the boss will cast the attack last used by him in sequence, moving clockwise and facing him. I don't really understand what that one means, but I figure we'll figure that one out. I guess that means as the fight goes on, there will be more stuff happening because there will be more of the nails up.
Okay.
Hitbox?
Yeah, get inside of his hitbox, yeah. I walked right into that.
Okay, yeah, I'm not understanding the whole...
Okay, it makes the pyramid thing. You need to stand at one of the corners of the pyramid to keep the beams from hitting you.
Yeah. I thought if you were in the center of the pyramid, you'd be okay, but it didn't.
I'm done.
No.
I thought it odd that he doesn't have a tank buster, because his regular melee attacks hit pretty hard.
Okay, so I'm still confused about the diamondy thing. Where are we're not supposed to stand like in the middle of the square. We're not supposed to stand on the straight edges. We're supposed to stand
right
at the corners, right?
The corners, yes.
Diagonal from the center, yes.
Okay, all right.
Because basically a beam will be shot out of each of the flat sides. The same size as the flat sides.
Okay, got it.
and the nails will do the attack one at a time. So just pay attention to which order the pyramids appear. And you'll know which one you need to dodge at any given time. Inside the circle.
Inside again.
Inside, yeah. Which means each of those things is probably about to do the circle instead of the pyramid. Inside the circle. I should not have moved when I did. We gotta wait till the ability of triggers.
Yeah.
Alright, they're gonna use the pyramid thing this time. Or not, they're gonna use censure, whatever censure is. Oh no, they're using the pyramid, okay.
Oh, damn it. Inside the circle. Inside the circle.
Should we hit it?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I forget that thing exists half the time, KJ.
I just barely saw it glowing, so I was like, oh.
Once I understood the pyramids, I actually really liked that fight.
Indeed,
Yeah.
that was a pretty good fight. Well, we had a reaction that time.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Maybe we're absorbing too many.
Don't get me wrong, I'm glad those travelers made it all the way to Nabartha Reng. But when Urianger told me the Talos was in pieces, and the trolley didn't look much better, I couldn't help wondering what in the hells had gone on. What indeed? At least the heart is in one piece. The rest is replaceable. Looking at this mess, though, it's a miracle they survived.
You can say that again. What the? Are you seeing this?
The sky. It...
At last, night has returned to Amareng. We'll save this broken world yet, Tesleen. You see if we don't.
No doubt retreating in the wake of the Warden's demise.
back to Calusia, the last refuge of light.
Home to our dear Lord Vorthry, who will no doubt do everything in his power to thwart us.
As well he should, for defeat there would spell the end for both him and his heavenly host. There the fate of this star shall be decided.
We did it. We really did it. I only wish there was time to visit the inn. We can but hope the return of night has granted the residents some shred of comfort. They thought the world beyond changing, but today I think we proved them wrong. We will fix this broken land together. And we can fly. Yay!
Yay!
Are you feeling alright? After you defeated the Light Warden, I could swear I saw its ether. Never mind, I'm still getting used to my powers. It's probably nothing. I'm just relieved I was right about where the Warden was hiding. The last one is hiding in Calusia, isn't it? I can't feel it from here, believe it or not. But perhaps we should head back to the Crystarium first. We have a lot to tell the Exarch, and I think we could all do with some rest. She sees it too, then.
Where to?
The Crystarium. And since I'm here, register as a favored location.
Yeah, I didn't get all those, the fourth one either. I've only got the 3 favored ones.
You couldn't get a 4th one? That's weird.
No.
Yeah, I have 3 favored and 1 free.
Yeah.
No, I have 4 favored.
See, I don't. That's what I don't get.
Well, I have an authenticator. Do you have an authenticator?
No.
No.
That might be it.
Well,
But
I
neither
don't.
does Ema.
I don't
Oh.
have one.
I don't know.
I thought about it, but
The others are with the Exarch. Before we join them, there is something I wish to confirm. Tell me, Ryan, have you noticed anything peculiar about his appearance of late? Anything at all? Speak freely, he won't mind. Well, since Menphilia bequeathed her power to me, I've been able to see the light inside of him. Though I didn't think anything of it at first, but after we defeated the Warden of Amarang, I realized something was wrong. You've absorbed its ether, and the light within you has grown monstrous. Then it is as I suspected. How are you feeling? If naught is done, this will only get worse. Rhyme, with the power of the Oracle, you have gained some measure of control over light, have you not? Is there anything you can do for him? Extinguishing it is out of the question. Even at her strongest, Minfilia could only hold back the light. I might be able to suppress it, but I don't know for how long. We have no choice but to rely on Urianger and his secrets. If the next battle is to be the last, you may yet be able to play your part, but you will need all of your strength. I will discuss strategy with the others and see that everything is made ready for our departure. You are to return to your chambers and rest until then, understood? I'm actually going to go with option 1, but I kind of want to go with option 3.
I did. None of that cheek, or I will take you across my knee. Whoa.
Good. Whether or not you want it or not, you have most certainly earned some respite.
Now off to bed, and we will call you when time comes. That was funny.
I went with 2. She said that if we're not careful, then it could hurt all of us, and told me to go to bed. To go rest.
Oh, she's going to take me over her knee. That's just mean. Taking advantage of my height.
Oh. It's 3 favorite Aetherites. You get a 4th if you have the mobile app.
Aha.
And I gotta get that so I can get that emoji.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Emote as well as a 4th. What do you call it?
Well, I just want the emote.
Everything all right, sir? You don't seem quite yourself. Perhaps a hot meal and a freshly made bed will improve matters. Your room is ready if you'd care to retire. Very good. If you have need of anything at all, pray do not hesitate to call. Time to be haunted again.
I have it. Yeah, maybe he absorbs it, or did we already discuss that?
I think I'm of the opinion that he is absorbing it without even realizing it.
Yeah.
And that's probably why Minfilia spared him 100 years ago. I'm going with option 1.
And sometimes the dead would rather not be disturbed. But enough about me. What of Armorang?
That's probably important. He wasn't with us in Armorang.
Yeah.
I see. Minfilia's gone then. Which means the reason I must suffer this purgatory shall forever remain a mystery.
Oh, she said heroes should share. I bet that is right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
What's the matter? Are you all right?
What just happened? Minfilia said my time had not yet come. That I still had a role to play. Not even the most valiant heroes can stand alone. No, it couldn't be. There's only one hero in this room, and it is not me. I'm just a shadow, cursed to wander.
Forgive the intrusion, but Minfilia, that is, Reen, and the others were asking after you. Is everything all right? That pain again? And did it pass? Thank goodness for that. I would not wish to see you suffer. Though I know only too well how much you have suffered on our behalf in recent days. Indeed, I have no right to impose upon you further. Nevertheless, I must ask one thing of you. That you survive this, no matter what. When the dust settles, you must return to your world, for the battles to come, and the wars yet unwon. The final Light Warden is all that stands between us and victory. There is still much we must do to prepare, but for now, I will see if there is aught that may remedy the strange affliction which plagues you. Of that I have no doubt. Even if I had my pick of every Reflections heroes, I could not have asked for a finer champion. I'll not keep you from your rest any longer. Take as much time as you like.
No, this isn't right. It would need to be later. After the liberation of Alamigo, perhaps. Did that book say Heavensward? Please tell me you finished. We have to go. They'll be upon us any moment. Very well. Where to next, then? Let's just worry about getting out of the city, and pray the airship is still in one piece. Anywhere we go from here will just be more of the same. God, by the sound of that last one, I reckon the Knight's 12 might be the Knight's rubble now. So nothing else we can do. Dude, look around you. This isn't war. It's a sickness, and it's spread to every corner of Eorzea. The city-states are in disarray, and by all accounts, the Far East is faring no better. There'll be nothing left of us once this is over. The world is beyond saving. I never tire of that story, when the hero swoops in astride a white dragon to save the little girl. I could die happy knowing someone like that was still around. Indeed, but not today. Not while our message remains undelivered. Have faith, my friend. We will find him. The text was somewhat stylized, but that book said Heavensward on it.
Ah.
And the story of the hero swooping in on the white dragon to save the little girl, we did that.
Yeah.
Now, what did that mean? I don't have any earthly idea, but...
I'm back.
Welcome back. I trust you had a pleasant rest. While you were ensconced in your chamber, a message arrived for you from the Exarch. He bids you to come to the Ocular at your earliest convenience. And sir, whatever your duties may take you next, I shall pray for your safe return. May the night keep you. And I guess the story of Heavensward was the journals of Count Aemond. So maybe that was Count Aemond that we were seeing in that cutscene.
There you are. May I assume you've had your fill of rest? That is well. Now that we are all present, let us speak of our plan. Thus far, we have vanquished 4 Light Wardens, restoring night to much of Norvrant. Only one remains, that of Calusia, and with Reen to guide us, I am certain we will find it.
We're so close now. If we can just take care of this one last Warden, we'll rob the Sin Eaters of their final foothold and drive them out of Norvrant once and for all. It will be a new beginning for the First. A chance for the people to rebuild their world.
In short, a prize worth fighting for.
And in thus delivering the First from destruction, so too shall we unsow the seeds of the 8th Umbral Calamity.
Do you hear? Your dreamed of rejoining is in jeopardy. Are you sure you're not tempted to intervene?
You labor under the misapprehension that vanquishing the Sin Eaters is tantamount to saving the world. It is not. In truth, you only delay the inevitable, lengthening your fleeting lives by the smallest of margins. 'Twould be churlish of me to deny you this small concession, close as we've become. Foolish and misguided though you are not without charm. Each and every one of you is possessed of a noble heart. When the weak want for succor, you do not hesitate to provide it. Alas, your nobility is short-sighted. You think only of the problem in front of your nose. A limitation of your ephemeral existence.
Our lives may seem short and insignificant to the likes of you, but one does not need to be an eternal being to achieve lasting change.
If I may stop you there, I do not claim that we Ascians are special. That is another misconception. In the beginning, everyone lived nigh for eternity. Such was the natural order of things. But like so much else, this was taken from you. You won't object if I borrow your plaything? In the distant past, when the world was one and whole, a great calamity threatened all life. It began without warning. The very laws of the star were warped and broken, and chaos swiftly spread throughout the land. Faced with annihilation, we sought to imbue the star with its own will. Thus was Zodiac born, and by his power was order restored. Ere long, however, thankless fools began to fear that Zodiac's might was too great, and so they conjured another to keep him in check. Your own dear Hydaelyn.
And the two beings waged war until, with a single devastating blow, Hydaelyn unmade Zodiac, scattering his being across space and time. So you told us in the Katana Ravel.
Yes. And there began our woes, with Hydaelyn's blow and all that it wrought. As a counterbalance to Zodiac, Hydaelyn was created with the power to enervate her foe. This singular ability strikes not at such banal things as flesh, but everything that defines the target, diluting its existence. For example, were she to strike you, two individuals, identical in appearance yet reduced in all respects. Strength, intelligence, the soul itself, all is halved. Do you see? This self-same fate befell not only Zodiac, but the very star. Only 3 were fortunate enough to escape the Sundering, me being one of them. When I beheld the shattered remnants of our home, I knew deepest despair. The inhabitants of these 14 fragments were feeble, frail and foolish, oblivious to their imperfection, ignorant of their past. Malformed creatures thrashing blindly about. Pitiful, disturbing, depressing. So, we took it upon ourselves to rejoin the worlds. But in our eagerness and, I confess, our ignorance, we erred and made a useless void of the 13th. It was only afterwards that we discovered a connection twixt source and shard, a flow of energy that maintains elemental balance. And thus did we arrive at our time-honored modus operandi.
From a purely Asian standpoint, it could be said that what you seek to do is only logical. But that would be to ignore the immeasurable destruction wrought with each rejoining. You have murdered millions, and this we cannot condone.
By your fragmented existence, you continue to give rise to tragedies far crueler than any calamity. But yes, moral relativism and all that. Case in point, I do not consider you to be truly alive, ergo, I will not be guilty of murder if I kill you. Oh, don't look at me like that. You for whom I have only the highest expectations. A vaunted hero of the Source, 7 times rejoined. Long have I awaited one who might brave a path of lesser tragedy. A resilient soul able to endure the necessary pain. I dare to hope that my wait is over. So, finish your task and slay the Light Warden. Make proof of your usefulness, and then we may speak again.
Forgive me, my lord, but this could not wait.
Speak freely, Captain.
Our informant in Colusia sends word of unusual activity in Yulmore. It appears their forces are entrenching themselves at key points throughout the city, making ready for an attack by all indications.
An intriguing use of resources. I rather doubt Lord Vorthry is concerned for the safety of his citizens.
You think he's harboring the Light Warden inside the city walls? Even if he does have some means of controlling the Sin Eaters, wouldn't that be a little risky?
Risky or not, if there is even a chance the Warden is hiding there, we will need to act fast. The longer we wait, the better prepared the Yulmorans will be.
Agreed. See to your preparations then and make for Colusia. God's willing, this hunt will be the last. Let us see it through to the end.
We should begin by assembling in Rite. There we may assess the situation in Yulmore and decide how best to proceed.
Once again, I walked over to speak to Emmett Selk, and he once again has something to say. Says, yes, did my lesson provoke thought, give rise to further questions? And the question I could ask is, 3 of you escaped the Sundering, but what of those who didn't? Why, their very beings were divided into 14, of course. Yet, by our power, we unsundered Ascians may rise up one of their fragments to their original office. But I suppose this itself bears explaining. So, the names by which you know us are not, in fact, our names. Be it Elidibus, or La Habrea, or Igiorum, all are titles of office. And when an office is vacated, it may be filled by another. Over the eons, I have overseen several changings of the guard among our sundered brethren. And in such instances, the vacant title ordinarily goes to another fragment of the selfsame soul. While it is by no means impossible to raise up wholly unrelated individuals, 'tis we whose fervent entreaties brought forth Lord Zodiark, whose souls he claimed in the beginning, who make the truest servants. So there are... Actually, I get to respond to that. My choices are, so if we were to defeat all the Ascians at the source, or what is your true name then? I'm going to ask about the true name. There may come a day when I reveal my true name to you, but this is not it. Of course, you may well die none the wiser, but life is full of such disappointments. Of course, now I'm going to go back and ask the other question. Then none would remain to raise up new Ascians, and our kind would eventually fade from existence. You would like that, wouldn't you? Well, feel free to dream. 'Tis no crime to do so. So I'm guessing the 3 original Asiads are Emmett Selk, La Habrea, and Elidibus, but I'm not certain on that. Alright, to right whenever you're ready, KJ.
I don't know when, but I hit 86, so I had some new chess pieces or new gear.
Alright. There you are. The others have gone ahead to reconnoiter Gate Town. We are to follow shortly. It has been a while, has it not, since the 2 of us first infiltrated Yulmore. Since we faced Lord Valthree, and I felt such fury as I have never felt before. His actions are unconscionable, of course, and any abhorrence I felt for him entirely justified, yet mingled with my rage there was something else. At first I was unsure what it was, but in the course of our struggles I found the answer. In Valthry's self-righteousness, in his absolute belief that he and he alone is the cure to the world's ills, I saw a reflection of myself, and it brought the memories of all my past follies flooding back. He is the vainglorious, ignorant fool I once was, and having shared in his affliction, I feel deep duty-bound to open his eyes to the truth. Whether he will accept it with the good grace I did is another question. What is it, Ryan? You sense the Light Warden? I'm not sure. The aura is different. Perhaps if I were a little closer. It's time we were on our way in any case. Let us join our comrades in Gate Town. As a precaution, may I ask that you go first, to ensure the path is clear. The closer we are to Yulmore, the more I worry that Rhine may be recognized. If you see any prying eyes along the way, pray encourage their owners to look elsewhere.
If you got that 452, I think that's in the dark over there. The mountains, because I can't get to them.
Yeah, I imagine we are soon going to be heading to those areas that we can't currently reach. Lord of Valthree, we hear, we obey.
Sorry.
Huh?
Oh, I thought I did something.
No. They just aggroed, apparently. This is still lit up. Maybe there's something around this corner. Ah. You hail the civilian, but he does not respond and continues his incoherent rambling. Long live Lord Valthree. Long live Lord Valthree. Well, I guess that was enlightening. Ah, good of you to join us. I was debating whether to warn you, but it's too late now. I take it you noticed the people behaving strangely along the path? It's more of the same here. If Stola and Alice are investigating as we speak. Let's wait and see what they have to say.
Strange. Passing strange. By their behavior, we may safely assume that they are under Vorthry's mind control. Yet the extent of the effect seemeth to vary dramatically between subjects. It is far too pronounced to be attributed simply to the vagaries of innate magical resistance.
Curiouser and curiouser. We met with no trouble en route. My thanks for securing the way. But given the state of the townsfolk, I see we were never in any danger of being recognized.
What can you tell us from here?
I sense a powerful eater in the uppermost reaches of the city. But there's something different about it. Its light is impure. We need to get closer.
Oh, so that one's Alphino. Well, unless you're triplets.
Kaishir, what are you doing here?
While I was scouting the area, I noticed a suspicious figure skulking about, so I accosted him, only to have him call me Alphino. I thought it best to bring him along.
You see, that informant who's been feeding secrets to the Crystarium, it's me. See, after you saved my life in Yulmore, I thought about going somewhere far away, but I couldn't just leave, not without paying you back. So I decided to stay here, keep an eye on things, and whenever I spotted something strange, I shared it with your friends.
That took no small amount of courage. Well done.
I assume you saw what happened here.
Right, so an airship flew in a bit ago, and not long after, Vorthry starts ranting and raving. You could hear him from all the way out here. Geezer was doing his nut, shouting and screaming like someone had nicked his pie.
'Tis like the airship bore the soldiers sent to thwart our efforts in Armorang.
So eventually the yelling dies down, and then this hot, sticky wind comes blowing through. Now that's when everyone went funny. No, everyone but me. Well, me and a couple of newcomers, though even they started mumbling about Vorthry after a while. Not as bad as the rest, mind you.
Newcomers.
There's something I need Reen to see. This was among the townfolk's food stores.
Oh, that's just meal. Yulmore doles the stuff out.
No, it couldn't be. know what it is. It's Sin Eater. Meal is made out of Sin Eater.
So it is. In limited quantities, it may have little effect on an average individual. Yet if one were to consume it regularly, over a period of several years, I suspect it would do far, far more than merely nourish the body.
That Vorthri wieldeth power over Sin-Eaters is known. Could it be that those who partake of their flesh do thereby render themselves susceptible to his influence? It would serve to explain why the town's newer arrivals succumbed less quickly than those raised on a diet of meal.
He's been rounding up Sin Eaters and feeding them to people. Altering them mouthful by mouthful, all to stop them answering back. There are desperate souls out there killing themselves to escape turning. This is unforgivable. An atrocity.
These Sin-Eaters. What if they are not simply rounded up? Do you remember what we were told when first we came to the city? Many enter, but none leave. Let us put an end to it. To this paradise built upon the bones of the poor. Vorthri's deeds are beyond justification. Beyond forgiveness. Evil.
It's highly probable that the Light Warden is waiting for us somewhere in there, and I'm all for going after it. But our enemies know our faces. They know that we are coming, and they will not let us through without a fight. Like it or not, the time for stealth is past. Now, my friend, if you would be so good as to lead the charge.
Yep, no matter how you look at it, that's swinging green.
Mm-hmm. Maybe not entirely what we were thinking it was, but we were pretty close.
Yeah, roundabout.
Well, I guess if he takes those people that he's done with and turns them into Sin Eaters first, then we were completely right.
Yeah. I mean the quote-unquote ascended ones.
Mm-hmm. When we step through the gates, we shall find not the place of hedonistic pleasure we remember, but a battlefield. If you are prepared for this, then let us sally forth. Hopefully this time we will be playing as ourselves.
Hopefully. Yeah, I don't like playing as others.
But we're knocked all the way back to 77, so a couple of our cool abilities.
I can feel it. A dark presence in my domain. Ah! It's them! The villains who would sow chaos in my perfect paradise! Keep them away from me! I command you! Keep them away! Long live Lord Vorthri.
And they're zombies.
He would use his own people as shields.
This area is older than Gate Town. There are bound to be far more civilians under Vorthri's control. But they do not act of their own free will, and we must not harm them.
As if we ever would. Press on with Alphano. We'll hold off the civilians and join you as soon as we can.
May the 12 guide you.
Pay me back later.
Show's over. I'll break your funny bone. Gift for you. You think this is funny?
You will find my master in his chamber. But only should you kill me this day. And you will not. You may think me under his spell, but I uphold Lord Vorthry's ideals of my own volition. Man is an inherently flawed creature. In his vain pursuit of righteousness, he but sows the seeds of future conflict. Thus, have I chosen to place my hopes upon he who has transcended men, upon he who is unbound by the vagaries of conscience. But enough talk. I am a soldier, and you are my enemy. Come, let us settle this once and for all.
You were right. The citizens appear to have calmed down for the moment. I can only assume Vol 3 is otherwise engaged. Let's get to the upper level while we can.
Lord Vorthree, your reign of tyranny is at an end.
Okay, I did not know you could kill the
For too long
dragon
you have
heads,
preyed
damn
upon
it.
the desperation of
You
the poor.
couldn't in the other
Now you will
one.
answer for the
No, but this
suffering
time
you
you
have
can.
caused.
Shit. Had I done that sooner.
And if you harbor even a shred of remorse, I beseech you to use your powers to redress the balance.
All the way
For
back
the
out.
future
Holy
of all
crap.
in Norvrant.
No, it can't be. This is wrong. It's wrong. The Warden, it's not just a Sin Eater. It's a man.
Remorse? For the future of all? What nonsense is this? There is no justice but mine. No future but mine. No will but mine. It is preordained. I was born to deliver this wretched world. Me? Unseated? No.
It's impossible. Inconceivable. Absurd. I am a great and wise king. Greatest and wisest. I reign from on high. I will not be brought low by maggots like you! Ah!
Oh, yes. Of course. I can begin again. Rebuild my paradise. Once I finish my dinner.
Oh God, no. Stop him! Thancred, stop him!
Where did he go? in the heavens?
Did Vorthree do that?
Wait! That is Mount Gulg, the highest peak in Calusia. It lies on the other side of a sheer cliff, and much as I wish it were otherwise, it is beyond our reach for now. But even if it weren't, there are people here who need our help.
Oh, Alphino.
Please, even if it's only to tend to their wounds. Thank you.
I don't know if it will work, but if Vorthry's hold over the people is rooted in light, I might be able to reverse its effects. Will you let me try?
Of course. We'd be grateful for any help you can provide.
Well then, if it's decided, let's all get to work.
AFK for a minute. And I am back.
So does this mean we can attune, or do we have to actually finish this part right here?
We have to finish the quest first. Good news. It would seem that Rhine is indeed able to reverse the effects of Valthry's influence. Even as we speak, she tends to the afflicted in turn. The problem being, there's no end to them. We're trying to provide what relief we can to those who are waiting, and would appreciate your help if you're willing. Yes, now we can attune the Aetherite. And we weren't seeing things. The creepy baby face was actually there.
Mm-hmm.
It sure was.
Yeah, I saw it this time. Glowy eyes.
I did find it funny that he sprouted tiny little wings.
From behind, he looked like one of those porksies.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like a little cherub.
So here is some dream powder. We're administering it to the enthralled to keep them calm until they can receive proper attention. I would appreciate if you could assist with this task. Now, those affected are scattered all over the city. I suggest starting your search at the derelicts and working your way up. When you're done, be sure to let Ryan know. Alright, do we want to do the quest, or do we want to call it here for the night?
I don't care.
Don't matter.
It's up to you, Kev.
Alright, let's finish this quest.
Okay, where'd everybody go?
The night soil pots.
I went to the derelicts. Oh, there we go. We got a map with the... Go look here.
O Lord Valthry, you are my daily meal. Oh, I have a button to push, okay.
Did we miss it? I got an arrow up. Yeah.
All over the top of the stairs.
Looked like most of it was down at the bottom, so I jumped down there, but I guess it's up here. It hurts. Please, Lord Valthry, take away the pain. You're the kind soul who saved me from falling to my death. My mistress, she's been injured. Please help her, I beg you. What's this? She's sleeping. Medicine to help her rest while she awaits treatment, you say? Oh, thank you so much. When she began acting strangely, I didn't know what to do. I win. Must stop trespassers sullying our paradise. Where did you fly to, my sweet canary? Starting to like Vol3 probably ate your canary, buddy.
Or everybody else did.
Yes, I hope he's not referring to Vol3 as the canary.
Oh no, the canary was the all raw girl whose voice was going out.
That's right. Oh yeah.
I thought that was the person that was on the ladder or the mid spot.
No, that was that girl had lost her handkerchief or something, and she couldn't find her assistant, and he had thrown himself off the balcony to try to grab it or something.
Yeah.
Oh, there you are. I've just finished dating this man. Now for the next one. More out in the derelicts and below, you say? So many of them. But Minfilia entrusted this power to me, and I won't rest until I've helped everyone. I'll offer to bring him to her. Well, that would certainly make it easier for me to work. Thank you. I'll do my best to keep pace.
You're going to be all right.
I think that's the last of them.
We've done all we can for the wounded. As for the rest...
Aren't you Alphino? The painter boy? What in the world is going on? Did something happen to us?
Let me handle this. Citizens of Yulmore, what I'm about to tell you will come as a shock. Indeed, you may be loath to believe it, but if you trust the evidence of your senses, it is my hope that you will listen and accept the truth, unpalatable though it may be. Vol3 is a sin-eater. Everything he offered, everything he promised, was a lie.
They're not taking it well, and who could blame them?
Are you saying we were Vol3's puppets all this time?
When you attacked us, you were not yourselves. That much is true. But your conduct prior to that moment was your own. Vol3's unnatural charisma does not absolve you of all responsibility. Of your own free will, you came to this city and gave yourselves over to its pleasures. And in the course of this, if you mistreated those less fortunate than you, then that too was of your own free will. It is not for me to judge you, but for your victims. For history. You have dreamed a twisted dream, but now you are awake. You may yet share this world of ours. Join with us and each other, that we might begin anew. We've lost so many already. We dare not lose any more. I have said my piece. My thanks for giving me the chance. There is nothing more to be done here. Let us go after Vor 3.
Is there anything we can do to help? You risked your lives to bring us to our senses, and I, for one, hope to repay that debt. Begin anew, as you said.
Vor 3 has fled to Mount Gulg, and we mean to pursue him. Do any of you know the way?
The only way to Mount Gulg is over the Bright Cliff. Have you an airship?
We will contemplate flight only as a last resort. Were we to come under attack whilst airborne, we would have little hope of defending ourselves. If at all possible, we would prefer to travel by land. Is there a way?
Well, the ladder is the only way up and down the cliff, but it hasn't moved in a long time. In the old days, it was operated by the mining folk who lived at the top. But after the flood, it saw less and less use, and when Lord Vorthry took control, it was abandoned altogether.
So we somehow need to get the ladder working again.
It moves by means of a Talos, if that's any help. But good luck repairing that.
Talos? Did someone say Talos? You know all about them, don't you, dearest? If anyone can get this lift moving, it's you.
Well, perhaps. But see here.
Oh, yes. If you want the golem restored, you may leave it to my husband. For he happens to be the heir to Daedalus Stoneworks, foremost makers of Talos, whose contracts include the renowned mining venture of Armoreng.
It's been years and years since I had anything to do with it. I can't just pick up a hammer and set to work.
You can't?
No, that's not what I... It's just... All right, I will take a look at the Talos. But beyond that, I make no promises. Those with strong backs, come with me. I'll need help dragging the damn thing out of the storehouse.
Well done, brother.
Come, my friend. We have work to do.
The ladder is situated to the north and west of right. Let us make our way there. That will probably need to be where we stop. But give me just one moment to wind down the stream. Alright, guys. I think we're going to have to call it here for the night. And maybe we'll be back tomorrow. If not, you guys will see me on Friday with more Final Fantasy VII. Until then, I want to thank y'all for joining me. Hope y'all enjoyed it. I'll see y'all next time, and have a good night.